else out. I am glad that God allowed me to suffer for 40 years. You know, like the Israelites wandering the desert, complaining for 40 years. And then they got to go into the promised land. And did you know that Moses never got to set foot? Moses never set foot in the promised land. He got to see it, but because of his disobedience, he didn't get to go in it because God told him to speak to the rock and he hit the rock. So God will be with you, be the fire within you. Yes, okay, God will be in the fire with you. That's right. Like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. And he's the fourth man in the fire. You know, when King Nebuchadnezzar threw them three Hebrew boys into the fire because they wouldn't bow down to the golden idol that the king had made. They said, nope, we can't bow down to false gods. And they said, oh yeah, stoke the furnace, get it hot, throw them in there. And then the king himself said, wait a minute, isn't there three of them in there? Why do I see four? And one of them looks like the Son of Man. Because they came out of that fire and they didn't have a scorched hair. They didn't smell like smoke. They didn't have a blister. The people that threw them in there died from the heat of the fire being so hot. But the three that got through in there, God had his hand on them. Fire and pain is not here to take you out. It is here to change you. It is build your testimony and save others. Because God isn't one at a time in it here. Okay? God hears everybody. God answers every prayer. And God, when he answers prayers, it's yes, no, or wait. Jennifer, got a testimony. If you want to share, hit that guest request. And here in just a second, I'll let you come up, Jennifer, if you want to share. Would love to hear it. So sometimes God don't pull you out of the fire. Sometimes he makes you fireproof and lets it burn on, okay? That's what God is, because God is a rewarder of those who seek him. If you have a problem